the new Wahoo Kickr. Alright everybody, so I just wanted to make a little video because I just picked up the new Wahoo Kickr. Awesome, this is essentially, it's a power trainer. So for those of you who aren't cyclists on my channel, this is an indoor trainer that you can actually hook your bike up to. You can measure your power, your cadence, everything. There's a lot that you can do with it, guys, and that's why I really like this one. I did pay a pretty penny for this. And yeah, this is actually something I did my research on. I've been wanting to get for a long time. Unfortunately, all the stores in San Diego did not carry these for the longest time. And Wahoo just launched this, so I wanted to give it a shot. Of course, I'm not being sponsored or anything like that. I actually just wanted to get this. So what I can do with this is actually measure my power indoors. I can actually structure my workouts, my programming and everything. Ideally, I want to get stronger during this fall, winter season. So when racing does start next year, I'll be ready for it and actually have some structure in my training and everything. So I'm excited to get to use this. Let's unbox it. Gotta have your quick start guide. And I just want to let everybody know too that I will be going to use Zwift with this. Zwift is pretty much like an online video game for cyclists, and they can race against each other. You can do different maps, a lot of different stuff. So I will be on that, so look out for that as well. Boom. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah guys, here it is. This thing actually does weigh a lot. I mean, in the world of cycling, anything over 12 pounds is a lot. So this clocks in at 47 pounds. This is actually a cassette right here. So my bike will just hook right up to it. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I am using a carbon bike on this for the short term before I sell that one and actually get a trainer bike, I'll say. So I'm just gonna be using my TCR, my old TCR, to try this out. And yeah, I'm really excited to try it out. Let's give it a little test spin. Alrighty guys, and the first thing I want to say is I was very hesitant with this trainer, mainly because of the fact that I live on a third-story apartment building. So the fact that I do live on a third story, and also I have to deal with the neighbors below me, and the fact that I have hardwood floors kind of complicates this a little bit. But I am a week into this right now, and I haven't received any complaints, so the noise level isn't too substantial in my opinion. Now guys, the trainer itself is very, very cool. The fact that I can actually control the trainer using the Wahoo app, and I'm also on Zwift as well, like I mentioned already in the video, so if you guys are on Zwift, add me. The cool thing about the Wahoo app is I can actually control the resistance of the trainer from the app on my phone right here. So that's another really cool thing. But I've been using custom design courses on Zwift. So what happens is Zwift actually sends a signal to the trainer, which is a smart trainer, and the trainer will adjust the resistance from there. And that's the other thing too, is the resistance. I've had a lot of trainers in the past that haven't been able to hold up really well under the amount of stress that I put on them, we'll put it that way. Guys, let's just put it simply. Sometimes your power levels, they're just over 9,000. You need a trainer that's going to be quiet, that's going to hold up well, and something that's going to be able to measure your power. And I feel like that's why this is unique, is because a lot of trainers out there will not measure your power. This does all of that. It also measures your cadence as well, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Like I said guys, I'm about a week into this right now. I've used this probably about, admittedly, 5-6 times, and I've already had a really great time on it. Zwift has made this so awesome because anybody can sit in front of a TV, a laptop, listen to music, and burn out on a stationary bike. But if you have a cool little application that's essentially like a video game, you can race other people, design your own workouts, makes the process a hell of a lot of fun. Anyways guys, that's been my little mini review for now. stay tuned for the next part of the video. Alrighty guys, so here we are to the meat and potatoes of the ride today. Now again guys, this is something for you guys to have on in the background if you guys like to listen to this, whether you're in the car, whether you're in the gym, whether you're doing your cardio, whether it's whatever. Listen to it like you would a podcast, and that's the whole point of all of these. I like to keep these unscripted, unedited, and yeah, I mean, I just pretty much speak my mind, and honestly, I've done a lot of these over the past, I'd say, few months, and I try to not overwhelm you guys with just information. I like to speak my mind, like I said, but I don't like to just talk and talk and talk and talk. I like to make these as relatable as possible. So if I am doing any of that, just let me know. I'm at a point right now with my videos where I'm getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages from a lot of subscribers, and I just like to address many of those issues that get brought up to me in these videos, and just also stuff that I deal with day to day in my life that I don't get to put in a lot of my videos. I don't want to put a ton of fluff into these. This is all, I mean, stuff that I'm passionate about, and my vlogs, my contests, my challenges are all really just based around those, and so I want to make stuff that's separate from those, and that's the whole goal of this. So I just like to preface the video with that usually, but I made a little intro to this. You guys already probably saw my unboxing of the Wahoo Kickr, which has been awesome, which is the first thing I want to talk about, and first thing I'm actually really stoked about. I did already kind of go over it really briefly, but I mean, the main thing with that is it's awesome to actually have something now where I can actually really fine-tune my training and really train with a purpose, if you want to say. Being able to have a tool like this is something that I haven't really been able to have, for lack of better words. I don't really know how else to put that, because I did get my power meter, but I don't ride with the power meter anymore because it's on my old bike. And so I was used to riding with a Pioneer power meter that was installed in the crank, but I'm actually, when I got my new bike, I didn't have that. I have electronic shifting and everything, but I don't have a power meter. So now that I can see the wattage that I'm putting out and actually have that indoors, I mean, it's something that I'm really gonna have to get used to, but something that is really appealing to me. And the odd thing is with this is that it's really, I mean, you guys know that you get like a runner's high. I've gotten the cyclist high before, but I don't know what it is. It's weird to me, because I feel like I get so amped up after a few of these sessions that I've had with my indoor trainer. It's like I just had one today and went to class, and it's like I feel like another person. I feel like so awake. And so I'm really looking forward to actually doing more like online Zwift races. I think there's like online leaderboard races you can do with it. I don't know. Like I said, I've only had a few sessions with it, but I'm really stoked to see where it goes. Other thing I want to talk about too, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding what I'm gonna do for my 100,000 subscriber mark. Everybody thinks I'm actually gonna be eating 100,000 calories. Guys, let's be realistic here. I guess I could do like a troll video for that, but I don't want to piss everybody off. Actually, I don't really care, but anyways, yeah, guys, I'm not gonna eat 100,000 calories. Leave a suggestion, guys, what you want me to do. I might do something just subscriber based. I want to do something that's surprising, and you know, I want to do something that's not typical, which would be something calorie cheat day theme based. I don't know. So yeah, leave a suggestion down below what you guys want me to do. I'm open to anything. But yeah, I mean, guys, with reaching 100,000 subscribers, it's really just, at this point, it's awesome, but it's just another milestone, you know? I remember I made like the 50,000 subscriber milestone video, and that was, I think like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's like, I mean, granted, I never thought I'd ever have this kind of accomplishment in my life, but cool. I mean, I get a nice plaque in the mail, but I mean, that's awesome. I'm gonna hang it on my wall, and next I'm gonna be reaching for 200,000, then 300,000, then 400,000, then 1 million. It's like, you gotta, you know, think about your long-term happiness in all of this too. Is this something that you're happy with doing, and something that you feel like you're going to be able to keep up with long-term? Is it sustainable? All of those things I've questioned over the course of, you know, the past few months, really, and it's crazy for me, but I'm enjoying it. And regarding whether I'm gonna actually have like my next cheat day, a lot of people have been asking about that too, and I've talked about it before. I'm not gonna do anything more than what I've already accomplished. So if you guys are thinking that I'm actually gonna eat 51,000 calories in 50 hours or 51 hours, it's just not gonna happen. So I will do something though. I feel like you know, I'll probably do like a parody of like a 10,000 calorie challenge, or make it like a theme-based challenge. I don't know. I want to do like a raw cheat day, which would be really fun for the raw vegans that still, or the few raw vegans that follow my channel. So that's something I'm looking into doing as well. But guys, I can't really talk too much about it, but I do have something very, very big coming up in the future. I've mentioned it a few times, but I mean, it's pretty confidential right now, but it's mainly due to, or mainly based around competitive eating. So I'm going to be doing more actual speed work. I've done a few speed contests and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be doing like short videos. So one I actually have, I wanna do like a homemade sushi video. That's like, I think gonna be my next one. So how many pieces of sushi I can get down, for example, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but really work on my speed. Really work on that, because I have a lot of work left to do with that. I've gotten better, but I wanna get obviously better than better. So, but yeah, so I really wanted to fine tune that as well. So that's mainly, I mean, short term, what's gonna be coming up next. And then, I mean, the last part of this video, I just want to really kind of speak freely more around with how I'm doing lately. And I mean, I really see myself progressing in a lot of different ways, and that's something that I haven't really been able to like reflect on, and I feel like it's really important to reflect in life. And that was where last week I put up the online coaching video, and I've touched on it briefly, and I got a lot of feedback from that. I got a lot of negative, positive feedback. At the same time, a lot of people saw it as just another way for me to make money, and without really looking into to my main reasons for doing so is the fact that I am wanting to help other people out. And I still do give free advice, everybody. I still respond to people that reach out to me with questions and everything. And I think that a lot of people really overlook that fact and want to put me into this box of people, and whether they're exposed to them, because there has been a lot of people online, that have taken advantage of people, have given these cookie cutter, you know, 8 meal a day meal plans and stuff like that, and that's not at all what this is about, guys. I mean, what I approach, or the approach that I take to this is what I should say. The approach I take to this is completely opposite of those. I take a more lifestyle-based approach. If you do choose to track macros and calories, then we'll take that approach. If you don't want to track those, that's completely fine, because you can completely accomplish your goals without that as well. And that's the cool thing about all this, is that my take on fitness and everything is one that it should actually improve and enhance your life, not take away from it. And if you feel that counting macros and tracking calories and all that, weighing out your food, weighing yourself, if that takes away from your quality of life, then we don't have to do that. And that's the huge thing with all this. And that's my main focus is helping you out, and at the same time, you know, that's gonna benefit you. I mean, it's all about benefiting you. And it's funny because a lot of people think that I'm a money hungry guy. Like that's most of the comments that I got from that video were based around me wanting more money. It's not about money, guys. At the end of the day, all of what I do is to help you guys out, because you guys are my subscribers and I care about you guys a lot, and I just want to see you guys reach your goals. And I'm gonna close this video out with something I actually learned in one of my lectures today, where it was one of my theory classes. It's one of those things that it can throw your brain in a billion different directions, but the whole notion of repression, and how we all as individuals repress our feelings, repress our desires. Granted, this lecture was mainly based around sexual repression. I actually found it to be more general too, because we're all taught that we have to close off and to repress our inner thoughts and emotions. And I feel like it's so important for me, because I've been repressing so much of that, and especially within my own desires to be with another person. Again, I've lived in this world of repression for such a long time, and people have asked me like, well, why are you still single? Why don't you date? Why don't you go out more? Why don't you, talk to more girls and everything? And it's interesting too, because I've taken a different approach to that recently over the past I would say, few weeks to a month, I've started talking to more girls, and it's interesting too to see the different amounts of like feedback in the way, I mean, guys, I shouldn't have said guys because I say guys too much, and it applies to both sexes here, but women are very unique in that sense, and actually in many senses, but it's really interesting to see how different personality types will take me, and that's me because I have a lot that I do in my life, and it's really interesting to see how they respond to what I do. When someone, for example, finds out that I'm a competitive eater and that I like to eat large amounts of food, I have a YouTube channel, I ride bikes, I've gotten such positive responses, and I've gotten negative, like absolutely like just negative, yeah, I can't really even say anything else. It's just negative feedback and negative responses from that. I'm a guy that's really like open to talking about it, but like for example, like, you know, I'll talk to a girl for a few days in a class, and we'll both like, you know, do the classic like, oh cool, you have an Instagram, I want to join an Instagram type thing, or whatever form of social media, and then they see, obviously they find out what I do, and it's a complete shut off. Like, I don't get a response, I don't get anything, and it's like, okay, you know, that's cool. I mean, and honestly guys, that's mainly the response I do get, and that's what I wanted to close with today, is that I have been getting a lot of females that, or women, girls, I don't like to say girls because I mean, I'm not in 3rd grade anymore, and I'm gonna date a woman, not a girl. But yeah, so I mean, it's interesting to see like how many women aren't a fan of what I do, and I think that's why I've been single and have been single for a long time, is just because I am not willing to change who I am for another person. If you think that what I do is disgusting, if it's just not something you want to be around, or think that that's all my life is about, I don't know. But the whole point here, guys, is that I'm not going to change who I am or what I do for anybody in life, and this goes for a significant other, or a boss, a friend, anybody. I am who I am. If you aren't a fan of what I do, of what I stand for, then so be it. But I'm gonna do me, and I'm not gonna let anybody change me at all, and that's pretty much it. Alrighty guys, so I just want to say thanks for watching the video. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch it, to hopefully give it a like if you haven't already. Like I said earlier in the video, guys, let me know in the comments below what you want to see in the future suggestions for videos. I'm open-minded for everything. If you haven't already, feel free to follow me on my social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. Thanks again for watching the video, guys, and go ride a bike.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?